Hello again, good evening to you. Welcome to Business. The IMF says it plans to finalize talks with government on completion of the fund program before the end of this month. The IMF Africa boss, Abebe Selassie, disclosed this at the ongoing IMF World Bank annual meetings in Bali, Indonesia. George Wiafe has more.
Mr. Abebe's disclosure was in response to a question posed by Joy Business through a virtual press interaction. The IMF last month carried out one of its last country visits to review the status of the program with government. It is, however, not clear for now whether Ghana has been able to meet all those benchmarks with the technical completion of the program in December. But Mr. Abebe says this last round of meetings should address all these issues.
We just had a team in Accra for a review mission, and the findings of that will hopefully be finalized in the coming weeks. And we're very much consistent with the President's vision of moving Ghana beyond aid is going to be, to put that policy into full effect. It will be important to mobilize more tax revenues because that's the way that the country can reduce its reliance on aid, and we look forward to the measures that are going to be implemented in that direction.
He, however, congratulated government on progress made so far.
What we've seen in the last couple of years in Ghana has been implementation of fairly robust fiscal adjustments, quite a lot of measures also to try and strengthen the banking system. These are very welcome steps.
Under the current arrangement, Ghana is expected to end the program in December in what has been described as the partial completion. However, the various staff reports must be sent to the IMF board in April for that final review. It is after this meeting that one can indeed say the program has finally ended. That is, if Ghana has been able to meet all those structural benchmarks and implemented the required reforms. Government is looking forward to quickly end the program so it can go ahead with its own reforms aimed at expanding the economy.
The Bank of Ghana is in the process of building its internal capacity to manage some crises that may arise from ongoing reforms in the financial sector. This is part of several measures put in place by the central bank to ensure confidence is restored. Advisor to the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ben Amwa, stated this at the second day of the Ghana Finance Week in Accra. He says all these reforms, when successful, will ensure the banking sector is strong to support private sector growth.
Internally, the bank is strengthening the crisis management framework to help contain, manage, and resolve banking sector crises promptly. Additionally, implementation of the Deposit Protection Scheme established under the Ghana Protection Act 2016, Act 931 as amended, is ongoing. When fully implemented, it will provide a safety net for vulnerable depositors in an event of a bank failure. These are some of the reforms we have implemented to create a safe and sound banking system on which stakeholders can leverage for financial innovation. This must, however, be supported by ethical conduct and good corporate governance practices to sustain the stability of the industry and provide the right environment for innovative financing to help meet the SDGs.
Now, financial services company AFB has celebrated its 1 millionth customer milestone. Managing Director of the AFB Ghana, Arnold Parker, says the company will in the coming months explore strategies to increase access to credit in the informal sector with this quick loan platform.
The celebration of the 1 millionth customer milestone saw some stakeholders in the financial sector re-emphasize commitments to easing access to credit for the microfinance sector. Speaking to Joy Business, MD of AFB Ghana, Arnold Parker, stated that his outfit is in partnership with telecom giant MTN to increase access to credit in the financial sector.
Don't forget that mobile money today has many more wallets than there are bank accounts and all financial institution accounts combined. So really, the new bank branch is the mobile phone, and that's how we've approached this product, to say let's deal with the customer through their phone. And so everything from start to finish is through their phone.
We realize that you're currently with MTN. Are there plans to move on to other networks in the future?
Well, let's see. At least we've still not exhausted the potential we have on MTN mobile money platform. So we'll take one step at a time. But I think MTN controls a very good portion of the market, and so we are in for a while with MTN.
Meanwhile, AIB will in the coming months be rebranded under the new corporate leadership of Lechego Group. Smith Cruiser is Group CEO of Lechego Group.
We are very sensitive that we want to introduce a brand that must resonate with the people of Ghana. We appreciate the difference in the dynamics of the cultures here, and we will do so in a way that we are very sensitive to hearing from our clients and our customers to the extent where it resonates and how best to implement that. So it's not just a here's the brand, let's go. It really is something that we will do gradually, in the sense of being very close to our clients and to see how that resonates, and that is really to our commitment of building local businesses.
The 1 millionth customer was awarded 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Now, head of the newly established Israeli Trade and Economic Mission in Ghana, Ayelet Levin-Karp, has lauded government's agriculture and industrial intervention programs, including the One District, One Factory approach to industrial transformation. The newly established Israeli Trade Mission in Accra is part of the Israeli government's resolution last year to help strengthen trade ties between Israel and Ghana. The head of mission praised efforts to develop Ghana's agric and noted that Israel is ready to deploy its technological expertise in that regard. I spoke with her at the sidelines of a ceremony to mark the reopening of the Israeli embassy in Ghana.
At the end of the day, it's all about technology, about better seeds, better irrigation, greenhouse technology. Israel has a lot to offer in those fields, and at the end of the day, if you want to have good crops, you have to invest. That at the end of the day is the story. And post-harvesting and treatment of the fields. And I think Ghana is going towards that way, but a lot of research, a lot of innovation. Agriculture that's based on real knowledge of the field is, I think, what gave Israel its success, and we're happy to share it. It doesn't have to contradict, because you can have only better yield and getting employment, but also high quality employment. So if you have people, technology is not always to replace people, but if you use good technology, good irrigation systems, good taking care of things that are eating your crops and getting better seeds, you just get higher yields. So you can have the same people, same 2, 3, 5 people working in the field, but getting double and triple amounts of crops, and then just being better off. First of all, that's a very right approach, because agriculture alone can take you only that far, and processing that products and getting it to a higher value is something that Israel, anywhere that wants to get better and a better economy, should be focusing on. Israel has a very thriving food tech sector and a lot of expertise in that, and which we're obviously willing to share, and we will work along with that policy, trying to promote Israeli businesses to come and open here factories and or bring technologies to factories that are opening. Definitely want to get involved in it.
And that's all we have for you in business tonight. Many thanks for your company. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji Riafi. There's more news ahead. Don't go away.